Remember, the YouTube ads feed the ducks. Good morning, everybody. It's July the 3rd of the Duck Adventure, and the Duck Adventure is having a turn of luck here on this hatch. It's looking good. I'll give you a view here. It's quarter after 6 here this morning, and this is what we've got here so far. So there's a nut tray. Now we've got ducklings everywhere here. It's going to be interesting what the count's going to be here later on. I'm just going to I gotta go do my chores, and I'm going to have a coffee, and I'm going to check on the mosquitoes actually down in the barn, and then we'll get these guys moved. But there's a whack of ducklings in here. Actually, I'm thinking that we got more ducklings here than we've had in the previous hatches. I don't want to, I'm gonna have to count them, but it's sure looking like an awful lot of ducks in here. I think we've got at least 125 ducklings in here, maybe more, maybe 140 if we're lucky. It's sure looking like it, like we had a good hatch. Lots of ruins this hatch though, lots. I had one little guy here. I already had the cabinet open because I came down. He was down in the bottom walking around. He had jumped out of his tray. But they're, I'm just looking here. Are there any more? There's still, no, there's no other pippin. Oh, there's one I gotta save so that I can see. Yeah, we got ducklings. Oh, the Duck Adventure's just gotten bigger. Hello, ducks! They're all scattering the ducklings. Look at this. They're hello, ducklings. It's a lot cooler today. Right now it's only 13 degrees. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I can't let you out. I've just come to check on your water and your food situation. We're gonna go and check the mosquitoes out here, and oh, the little ducklings, eh? It's a cooler morning. And you don't realize it. Well, you realize when you start to see the feathers on them. Some of these guys are, really growing like bad weeds. Like you can see the feathers on them, but you don't realize it till you go. When you go inside. Yeah, we're going inside, Matt. When you see them beside the Muscovy. Oh, anybody in here? Yeah, some of you are. Oh, look at the Dalmatian ducks. We got some Dalmatian ducks up in the hatchery. In the hatchery, I should say. Oh, lots of mosquitoes in here. Man, you guys are doing a terrible job of eating mosquitoes. Now we got our little Muscovies here. I'm getting just eaten. You wouldn't believe the mosquitoes in here. It's crazy. Check their water and make sure they've got enough water and food out there. And I'm gonna get my coffee, and we're gonna do a duckling count and move them down here and see how much more the Duck Adventure has gotten bigger. Well, this has got to be one of the nastiest mornings for mosquitoes. It rained mostly, almost all night. And the temperatures dropped down, and like I said, right now it's only 13. I looked at the thermometer, and the mosquitoes are unbelievable. I actually should have been wearing long pants and a jacket. They're so crazy, and the wind. When the wind picks up, they can't land on you. But the problem is the wind keeps dying off. But the duck is, oh yes, and there's Doug. Doug is back. Back from his little apartment stint in the house here. He's a confused dog. Last night I was putting a different scope on my 22 so I can shoot at night, and Doug was all over me with the gun in my hand. Like it was like it's the most bizarre thing. I'm outside with the gun. Cindy says like he's at the door, he wants to come to me, but I've got the gun. So today is actually Doug's first day that he's back to normal with me again, that he's actually hanging around, and he came up and saw me this morning in bed, and oh yeah, we lost the duck last night too. I found him dead in the mud this morning. So, no idea what killed it. Died. But it happens, unfortunately, with ducklings. You don't know. Yeah, so Doug's sort of back to normal. But I gotta sight the gun in today among one of my many jobs I've got to do today. So we'll see if he goes back to being a freaked out dog again. Look at that goose. I'm just trying to find my Chinese goose here. Oh, there he is. Here, I'll show you. He's getting taller and taller. Oh, you wouldn't believe the mosquitoes chewing on my legs right now. It's nuts. I want to show you guys something that I can't believe the amount of. I can just turn the water off here so it doesn't overfill the tub. I'll show you this. This is the craziest amount of mosquitoes I've ever witnessed in my life here. Now you guys in the tropics have probably seen something worse than this, but I gotta show you this. Look at this. It's just everything. And inside of that building, you can't even go in there. The mosquitoes are nuts. They're everywhere. It's a crazy morning here. I've never seen. Oh, look at the drake. That really wants to have a little bit of nookie. I've never seen this many mosquitoes. Yeah, in this part of the world. It's we've had a crazy rain for the whole spring here, so there's lots of standing water, so there's lots of breeding ground. So I gotta get this water done so I can get inside because I'm getting eaten alive. Before I go inside, let's go check the trap. Oh, the trap's empty. I got a hunch the rain probably tripped it last night because I think I showed you guys the rain last night. What we got here and the ducklings were playing. It's yeah, let me just look here. No, it's not tripped. That's bizarre. Now look at this. A perfectly good duck leg hanging there. Untouched. That's weird. That is really, really weird. But today, I'm attacking this. The duck superhighway or swamp superhighway is getting cleaned out today. This cool weather, I'm gonna get suited up so the mosquitoes don't get me. But I'm gonna fire up the I got to convert the weed whacker over to a bushwhacker with the blade on her. Give it a spring tune-up because I haven't even had it running yet this year, and hopefully I don't have any problems with it. Usually every spring, you got to do the fine tuning on the car. I'm sitting all winter, and we'll get it going and get this highway open up for the ducks and get them to the lake so we don't have to worry about this fox stuff. Well, everybody, it's time to do the duckling count. I'm going to set the tripod up. I'm just going to put the camera pointing straight down on the trays here, and you can all count along with me here. All right, I'm going to put the trays here, and I'm going to try to keep count. But like I said, I'm focusing on the ducklings. So you might have to be my count verifier here. Oh, look at these little guys. Oh, boys. All right, so here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's pretty good, 18, and there's not many left in that tray. All right, Dougie, look out. Let me get this. I'm going to come back and clean these up later. So that's 18. I think it was. 20. 22. 24. 26. 28, 30, 32, and odd man out, 33. Oh, this one's predominantly Rouens. So this guy makes 34, 36, 38. Actually, these are crossbreeds. 40, 42, 44, and that's 45. And 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, and 65. That's a full tree I got now. It doesn't look like we got much there. So that's 65. I'll try to remember that number when I come back from the barn. I gotta take these guys down to the barn now. Here, I'll try to give you a shot without screwing the camera up here. Bear with me here. I got the camera on a tripod, and I went to great lengths to get it so that it was in the right position. And look at that, eh? So that was 65. Little cute babies. Just look how gorgeous they are. Alright, I'm going to take them down to the barn. Alright, I'm back. So that's 65 ducklings out of 4 trays of eggs. Alright, what do we got here? I got 2. Oh, look at the size of this guy. He's huge. That's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and oh, we got a bad one. I don't think this guy's very good. That's 16. I think he's got a gimp leg. Well. $18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Oh, and this guy's not looking good. That's bizarre. He's, you know, for as fluffy as he is, I'm going to leave those 2 guys in there. I don't know about that little guy. So I think that was 26. I'm going to leave those 2 in there, get a little fluffier. I'll take them down later on. So 30, 32, 34, 36, 40, 42, 44, 46, 47. Oh, this guy's got a shell stuck to him. He's been walking around with a shell stuck to his back end. Now you can walk around. Alright, what was that? I think that was 46 or 48. I can't remember. I'll have to look back in the video. I can't even remember here. When you're focusing on the ducks and not the count, I think that was 48. I'm not sure. Well, let's say it's 48. So that's 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, and 64. Oh, look at this guy. He's seriously cool looking. I don't know, I guess he's gonna have the white wings. Look at the markings on this one. That's serious. Look at his feet. They're
I don't know if I'm holding it. So what was that? Oh, I can't even remember what the count was. I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at the video here. I've lost count. It's over 130 ducklings, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna take these guys down to the barn and I'll be back. Well, that was my gut's telling me that was a much better hatch rate because I had 5 ducks that pipped through that died this time. Only 5. I didn't bother videotaping that, but there was only 5 of those. There was 3 that hatched, got out, got fluffy, and died. So that's 8 ducklings that died. Now the eggs that are left in here, I'm really curious. Other than we've got those 2 little ducklings that just hatched really late that I've got to dry out. And we've got that one quivering duck down there, which is really fluffy, but he's, I got a hunch he's going to die. But I'm just, I don't know what's in these eggs, what stage they died at. Only the, an autopsy is going to give us that answer, which actually tomorrow. We'll do the autopsy on these eggs and see what's going on. So but let's go down to the barn and see over 130 cute little ducklings and they're swarming midget duck. All right, let's check out the baby ducklings. Now I've got it in here set up. The ducks, the other 330 plus ducks, they're coming in here at night and sleeping. And then I put 2 heat lamps in, because you wouldn't believe how cold it is right now. It's not even 17 degrees Celsius, which is, I don't know, about 50 Fahrenheit or 60 Fahrenheit. 60 Fahrenheit roughly. It's not nice out. The next 2 days we've got a cold front in here, so I put 2 heat lamps in. So we've got a grand total of 500 watts of heat because I've got the barn wide open here for airflow. And Doug won't come in here. He was in here earlier, which made no sense. Oh, look at this. He's laying on the only clean spot in the vestibule. That's the only spot there's no duck poop. And that's where Doug is. Dougie. Come on over here, Doug. Everybody's wondering where you are. Come on. Doug, come. Oh, yes, Dougie. I know, it sucks walking in duck poop, but these ducklings are absolutely terrified of Doug. But if you look at some of these, ducklings, they're just so cute. But this is what 130 plus ducklings look like. I thought it'd be a good aerial shot here. And they have figured out the water. I'll get down for a low cam shot here for you. Oh, look at that pretty little Muscovy. The Muscovies are so white. Oh, Doug's got his head in here. They're so cute. So the Muscovies have got friends. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, this is it for egg hatching. I honestly think we're over for the season. That incubator is just too much death, and it's just depressing the crap out of me, actually. So I gotta focus on something positive, and that's all these little ducklings. And they're so cute. So I think it's fitting that we focus on the ones that are alive and think happy, positive thoughts. And that, the incubator company from China can rot in hell. Which I've got an update for you on that one. But look at them, they're so cute. I love when they're this small. Actually, now Doug's got his head right in here. They're calmed right down. I don't believe the mosquitoes. The walls in here are just covered. Well, the walls look like they're moving. There's so much mosquito action on them. And they're feeding on me. Like, I'm holding the camera here trying not to shake, and the mosquitoes are just feeding on me like unbelievable. I've just killed 7 mosquitoes on my arm. And the ducks are doing a terrible job at eating them. Look at that. It's a real shame. I'd love to keep hatching them, but it's just a ton of work having ducks, you know, at so many different ages. Like if everybody get, you know, hatched in 2 single hatches, you know, it's just so much easier to manage them. But you know, here I've got, you know, this swimming pool in here with, you know, 135 plus ducklings in it. 145, I guess, with the other ducklings that I put in here, and you know, and then I got, you know, 330 outside I got to manage, and you know, all these different ages, and you got to keep everybody separate at the beginning because, you know, I can't put these little guys with you know, the other guys, you know, until these guys are at least a week old and get some size to them. So it's I've got to write off the eggs that are in the incubator, and I think there's 360 eggs, 2 batches, and they're staggered. Like one's due for the end of next week, and then one's due a week and a half later. It's like getting too late to be hatching with what we got to do here, because like I got to get these ducks to the lake. We've got to you know, get them free-ranging. I got predators to deal with. You know, it's things didn't go as planned, but hey, we got the ducklings, and you know, it's my first year, and I'm dealing with, you know, bar none, the worst equipment you could deal with. I think I've topped it as far as bad equipment's concerned. I hit it on the nail head, and which I'll bring you the update on the Made in China company here. Their tech support got back to me. You're not going to believe it. Now, anybody that watches my videos know when I unboxed the incubator, I unboxed it and I showed you all the spare parts I got with it, you know, and I bought it on eBay. It was 3 separate listings, actually. One was the incubator, one was spare parts, and one was all the extra egg trays. Well, now they're coming back to me, telling me that I'm scamming them, that I'm actually, they said that I was a criminal and a bad man, and that I never bought any extra parts. That I didn't buy a fan, that I didn't buy thermostats, I didn't buy an extra controller, I didn't buy all of this other stuff that I bought with it. And they're telling me that I'm a liar and that I'm out to destroy their business and I'm just a bad person. That's what they're telling me. It's unbelievable. I've you know, and I've actually, I replied back, and I'm gonna put all the email addresses below of everybody I've got there, of them. You know, and if you guys can dig up any other email address, that'd be great. We can, you know, send you know, an email campaign to these people to let them know that, you know, they sold me these parts and they died. And you know, we're not lying. I'm not lying. You know, you guys are my witness. All of you are my witness to this whole ordeal. You know, we are seeing this unfolding. You know, basically. With a 24-hour delay, because that's how long it takes me to get the videos up to you guys. And you know, this equipment failed. And you know, they're trying to say that, you know, that it's me scamming them, and that all I'm trying to do is get free parts out of them, and I'm just, you know, I'm just a bad person. I'm just a bad, evil man, is according to them. So, but I know I bought the parts, and I got the video when I unboxed it, showed you guys. I've got the eBay listings, and I've got, you know, the spare parts was $120 US, just for the motor and the controllers, you know, that came out of my PayPal account mysteriously, you know, and it was on their listing on eBay, but they're absolutely brain dead on eBay. The people that they've got, Melinda was the one running their eBay store now. It's this Sally woman, and Sally's, you know, telling me that she doesn't know what's going on, and I got to deal with, you know, Melinda, who's at school in another province. Like, it is on and on and on. This company is unbelievable. You know, they're selling stuff that's just, you know, crap, and they're, you know, they're trying to say it's my voltage, that it won't run on North American voltage. Well, I got a step-up transformer. And then they tried telling me, you know why, because I sent them many different emails before I even bought from them, asking them about voltage, and they got, you know, in touch with their tech support, and they said, yes, if you use the step-up transformer, everything will be fine. They have many customers around the world that buy the step-up transformers to run their equipment. Like, I've got the email chain to prove, you know, they answered my emails, my concerns on voltage. Now, you know, well, they wanted my money. That was the bottom line. They wanted my money, and, you know, which was like 610, 120, and another 80. So, you know, they wanted my $820 out of me, and that's all they cared about. That's all they cared about. They wanted the $820 US and ship it off and screw me. You know, that's basically what it was. So, but the joke's on them, because now, you know, you guys, actually, I was on Google, and I was typing in run, and you can see everybody, all of you that are searching, the different variations that you guys are typing in to bring them up now, because a week and a half ago, those variations weren't there. So Google is starting to memorize, you know, all, which, you know, they do, you know, automatically on the autocomplete, but, you know, all the variations of people searching for this. So, you know, anybody's going to type in this company name, all the variations are going to come up below, and, you know, click on them, and it ends up bringing our, you know, the movie mat, or the, sorry, putting on my old channel name, 50 Ducks in a Hot Tub, video up in the search results that shows the death and destruction that this incubator has caused. Or these, it's sad, anyways. So we got a happy thing. We got a whole bunch of new babies, and they're very cute. And we've got a lot of crossbreeds in this batch, which, like I said earlier, I totally forgot that this batch of eggs was crossbreeds, because we had separated the Muscovies from the Rouen and the Pekins, and the Rouen and Pekins were fornicating together, and so there's a lot of crossbreeds in this batch. So we got another wave of ducklings. So this brings us up to I think we might hit a grand total of 500, or just a little bit shy of 500. It'd be 470 ducklings. So it's still going to be a good flock on the lake. And that's my next project, is get the weed whacker running and get it converted over to go and start brushing a serious highway in the swamp, and make it impossible for that fox to creep up on us. I'm just leaving here the barn. I want to show you this dog here. Doug is 99% back to normal. He's sticking to me like glue now. He actually gave me some serious lovin's today, which is the first time I've had love from him in 3 days, because he basically disappeared for 2 days on me here. He was living with us, but he wasn't mentally with us. But I guess he's starting to realize that he has to suck it up if he wants love and attention from me. Because I was opening the barn door and he jumped up on the wall and leaned against me. So that's the first affection I've had from him in 3 days. He's been one seriously screwed up dog from the gun. But, he knows that if he wants me, if he wants to be with me, he's got to suck it up. And it seems he's starting to figure that out. Well, we'll know when I go to sight the 22 in with my new scope to see if he's sucking it up or not. Right, Doug?
Oh, Dougie. Look at you. You're a big baby. Gun chicken, yeah.
Well, I didn't get anywhere even. Actually, I didn't even get a chance to even get near the swamp superhighway here for the ducks today. One, the swamp is absolutely full of water because of the rain we've been having, and two, because of the rain we've been having, I took the opportunity to scrape out the pen and got like 5 wheelbarrow loads of nasty smelling duck feces out of there. Oh man, it smelled bad, but it's out. So the end of the pen now, they're both sides. There's no septic tank smell anymore. So, but I just came up here and cleaned out some eggs. So we're down to 3 partial trays. I don't think we're going to anything hatching out of them. Now we had 3 little ducks, or 2 little ducks, or 3 I should say. There's a third one you can't see here. He's really tight. I'll try to get a shot, but I can't get the camera angle down there. There's one right there that I saved out of a shell, and then 2 more. So now the Rouen that is doing nothing, I think he's just dying a slow death. The one that's fluffy that was laying on his side, he's not doing too well. And the other 2 that hatched this morning, they'll be ready to go into with their friends down in the barn tomorrow morning. So, but I rescued 3 total. I was moving the eggs around and I could hear chirping inside the shell, but they hadn't pipped at all. And something told me I'm gonna take a chance, and I put a little crack on the shell, and sure enough, there was a little duckling in there, and they had totally absorbed their yolk sac. So I don't know, they were living inside the shell and couldn't break free, or couldn't break the shell at all. Actually, they were just in there sucking up their yolk sac. So. But I think the rest of the eggs are. I got a hunch, that they're dead in the shell. This afternoon I took one I wanted to see, and it was a fully developed, like ready to hatch duck, and it was dead in its shell. So it had died in the hatcher. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they would get so many of them get so close. Well, we don't know if there's so many yet because I haven't done the autopsy. But that'll be tomorrow's video. We'll do the carburetor autopsy again and see what's going on with these guys, and try to get a handle on what's going wrong, or why it's going wrong, or when it's going wrong. So that's it. So didn't get my list of to-do done today, but I got some things done. I've already been down here once about 10 minutes ago, and I didn't have the camera with me, but I had to come down with the camera to show you guys this the size difference. From day old to I guess they'd be like, well, actually, come to think of it, they're almost a month older in another 5 days. But hello, duckies. They're so cute. The mosquitoes in here is absolutely, it's crazy. But I'm getting eaten alive already. But like, if you take a look at the size of them, and actually that one, well, he's not standing up. There was one when I was down here earlier, was standing up and looking inside the swimming pool at these guys in here. Like, these guys are, you know, so small. The infrared light screws up the camera. But and there's a midget duck back there getting mauled by his little babies. But it's the size difference. Like, these guys are almost, well, they're damn near ducks now. They're getting so big. You know? Like, that duck is, I'm trying to think, it's about 26 days old, around 26, 24 days, 25 days, around there. And that's how big it is. You know, well, actually here, you can see Dalmatian duck over there. He's standing up and he's looking inside. And actually, I noticed that a lot more of the crossbreeds are appearing now among the first wave. And there's some interesting looking ones too, like this guy over here. You know, he's got a really different feather coloring to him. And he's got some blue through him and white. And there's my Chinese goose. Everybody's starting to look at there, starting to get feathers on the end, see? Everybody's starting to get feathers. But they're all coming in. You can see them here. It's a steady stream of ducks coming into the barn here. They're coming in to sleep. It's actually really cool outside. Right now it's only 9 degrees Celsius. The next 2 nights are actually quite cool. And that was the reason I was down here earlier, was to make sure the barn was warm enough, because I've got the babies in here now. And you know, even though I've got two 250 watt heat lamps, like, take a look at that duck there. Two 250 watt heat lamps. I wanted to make sure that they were warm. And that, you know, that's a Rouen. Actually, that looks like a Rouen cross. He looks like a crossbreed too, but you know, they keep looking in at the babies. They're so tiny though. And I never realized, you know, the Peking they're a fluffy yellow color, like a sunshine yellow, but the Muscovy are white. You look, there's a Muscovy, it's white, and the Peking are yellow beside it. So there's a poor midget duck. Man, he looks like a radiated. Oh, he looks bad. Radiated animal. They're coming in here, but because I'm in here, they're stopping at the door. Oh, there's one of my geese. And you know, the thing is that once these the geese mature, you know, not probably maybe next year or the end of next year, they'll actually be big enough that they'll be able to beat the crap out of a fox. My neighbor's geese, where these guys came from, beat raccoons up. It's quite amazing what they beat up. Nothing gets in their barnyard, and the geese don't pound the crap out of them. But then again, you know, a 30-pound bird is not something you really want to tangle with. Especially if you're a little 10-pound fox. 30-pound bird would beat the crap out of you. But they're just starting to all come in for the night. I really like those Dalmatian ducks. They're so cool looking. Well, they're all coming in for the night. The geese. They snuggle up with the duckies. Everybody gets along. So cool. Oh, we got another rush coming in here right now. Another goose. Slowly but surely they're coming in for the night. So it's pretty neat. I'm really I'm impressed. We got another batch of ducklings. Oh, holy mackerels! I'll just turn this around here for you quick. Look at that. He just discovered the ramp. It just freaked out all his friends. I think I'm gonna have to lower that ramp here. Oh, well, he just fell down. He just found another way in. Actually, I'm going to go and lower that ramp so they can come in on their own. It won't take them long to go in and out of that one. Yes, Mr. Goose. Oh, my little Bruce Lee. The only thing made in China that's any good in this duck adventure. He wasn't really made in China. It was just made down the road, actually. Alright, well, that's the duck adventure for today. But I just can't believe, look how small they are compared to these guys, 25 days. What a difference 25 days makes. And what a difference in the afternoon. Like, they've only been in here, I'm trying to think here, it's maybe 6 hours. And they're gnawing down on the food like there's no tomorrow, and they're in the water. They've already drank half a jug of water. But that water, there's the water line right there. Half a jug of water and gnawing down. So tomorrow morning we'll come in here, and probably the water will be empty and the food will be empty. So, and we got another batch of eggs in the incubator. There's another, I think it's 184 more eggs, or 182 more eggs in the incubator to do. So we got another hatch. I think it's July. I'm trying to think, what is it? I think it's July either the 6th or the 8th. They're due to go into the hatcher. So we're going to have another hatch here real soon.